So, in 2016, in December, I arrived in Atlanta, Georgia, to my brother's house in Midtown Atlanta, where he owns a condo. And my brother asked me, who I wanted to meet and why I was in Atlanta. Well, I needed a divorce, and the man I was married to had a lot of money. So I was like, I need to meet Phaedra. I think this would be a good story for her, you know. So I asked him, could he get me in contact with Phaedra? Well, the same night, I ended up meeting Albert Crawford Bell, and he told me that he was Phaedra Parks' brother. Well, I ended up going back to his home with him, and we watched a movie together, and it just so happened to be a documentary of Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, and a documentary of Phaedra Parks being the divorce attorney on the case, but she was the representative for Bobby Brown. Well, Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown were divorced in 2007. I actually gave birth to my son, my firstborn son, whose name is Aiden, in 2008. Lawyers would be the only people who would know the personal business and identities of children, let alone hidden ones or ones that may have been illegitimately taken. And the system and the government just completely ignored the parental rights of that child's parent and just left that child where she was without her parent, intentionally knowing that that child was growing up without that parent in her life, and that the lady whose name was on that child's birth certificate was not the birth mother to that child, which really makes paperwork illegitimate and fraudulent and a lie, and nearly impossible if a child ever tries to go back and discover their ancestors or their history or where they came from. If the birth certificate is a lie, the foundation starts out wrong. The child cannot find their rightful heirs. Well, people have came to me and spoke up different times, different forms and people of the government, and given me their IDs. I've seen their badges. They've questioned me about things going on in my life prior to me finding out who I was. Albert Bell eventually came clean and told me the truth in April of this year, 2020. And since me finding out, I have been trying to obtain all the information and reach out to everybody. I have been going around in circles, and I have proof that Bobby Brown is a fourth cousin, not my father. Not my father. I am the rightful biological child to Miss Whitney Elizabeth Houston. So many people have met me. So many individuals know about me. There's so much more. Stay tuned.